Every year, tens of thousands of people show up to adopt animals from non-profit shelters. But what if the animal you bring home is sick? Who pays the vet bills?
Yeah, tonight, concerns from Valley neighbors who say they ended up paying a hefty price, all in the name of rescue. Here's ABC 15's Sonu Wasu.
While investigating, we reached out to at least 24 animal rescues and learned this is an industry with no oversight, no regulation. Every rescue plays by their own rules. So it's really up to you to make sure you know what you're getting into. And tonight, we're here to help. For Joan Powers, it was a tough lesson.
I was absolutely horrified.
Hours after adopting 5-month-old Rosie from Halo Animal Rescue in Phoenix, Powers says she realized she had a very sick dog.
I'm sharing my story because I was misled.
Powers says when she picked up Rosie, all she was told was that Rosie had the sniffles. Turned out to be a lot more than that. 3 weeks later, Rosie died in her husband's arms. She had distemper.
He held her in his arms and watched the light go out of her eyes.
Now Powers joins the voices of many others who say they took sick dogs home from Halo. We took these concerns to Rescue President Heather Allen, who agreed to sit down with us. Is Halo knowingly giving sick animals to people?
Of course not. Of course not. I mean, we do send animals home with medication at times. Anytime an animal has anything that we know is going on with them, obviously, the adopters have the choice to take the animal home or not.
So what about Rosie and her sniffles? Allen says upper respiratory problems are common among shelter animals and that diseases like distemper may not be obvious right away.
Unfortunately, distemper is something that takes a few weeks to develop, where the symptoms go from what the common colds look like to much more severe symptoms of potential pneumonia, neurological issues.
This is not the first complaint ABC 15 has heard about Halo. In March of 2017, we met this man, Angel Gonzalez, who said he also took a sick dog home.
10 hours later, we wake up to go to work, and he's got stuff running out of his nose. He's not really moving. He won't eat. He won't drink.
A trip to his vet and he learned Remy had severe pneumonia. A quick check of Yelp reveals similar sad stories. One says they were not informed about a kennel cough. Another says they were told the dog had no medical issues, then learned the pet had a tumor and they could not afford the $2,000 surgery.
We're not trying to pass off sick dogs on anybody.
Allen says the rescue spends more than $600 in medical care for each animal, and everyone who adopts is read aloud and signs a medical waiver.
This is just what happens in the life of animals, even if it's not a shelter animal. Animals do get sick.
Allen adds after learning about Rosie's distemper, they also reached out to the family that adopted Rosie's brother, Maverick, and learned he too had distemper. Thankfully, Maverick was able to get treatment and is now doing well.
These are the very rare situations, and we have so many wonderful, happy families that have wonderful animals in their home.
If these instances are so rare, then why not refund them the medical bills?
Because it would be too expensive to do that. And people want you to refund a medical bill if the dog has if they find out the dog has a worm or something, and it would be expensive to do that.
Powers did get her $405 adoption fee back, but not the additional $5,000 she spent trying to save Rosie's life. But she says for her, it's not about the money. It's about accountability.
To completely wash your hands of the devastation of all of us who spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, and to say, nope, the minute you walked out of here, you had full financial responsibility, is terrible, and probably something only an unregulated industry could get away with.
So here's what you should do when adopting from any rescue. Make sure to read the contracts you sign very carefully. Ask questions about the dog's medical history. Ask if you can get a medical evaluation through their or your own vet. And ask how much they'll cover if the dog is sick. Also find out if the rescue offers discounted pet insurance. If they do, consider activating it for at least a few months. Sonu Wasu, ABC 15, Arizona.
Halo's founder also telling us they'll take back any pets they've adopted out, no questions asked, but they will not refund the adoption fee. For years, ABC 15 has had a partnership with Halo. They've appeared on our weekend morning newscasts. Right now, we are reassessing that partnership.